live, the world of the live.
I remember arriving in the Fey realm, escaping. All right, let's go even further back. I remember being on a ship above a city and only wanting to go to the graveyard.
Yeah.
But then I saw Tiamat guarding the graveyard and then basically destroying everything around it. And we turned around. All my hopes and desires destroyed. Opened up a portal to escape Tiamat because there was no way we were making it out. And there was another dragon following us too, right?
Yes.
Yes. So, teleported us out of there. Made a mistake. Accidentally went to the Fey realm. It lured me in. Felt peaceful. But then we figured out time dilation happens. And everyone wanted the fuck out. So we opened the portal back up to leave. And I decided I wanted to stay. And Serge was the last one to talk to me on the way out. And I gave him my letter from Bastion.
Mm-hmm.
And said, I'll see you in another life, pretty much.
Yeah.
And now I'm, I assume, in a prairie-esque with some trees around, fairies, dust everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, you were
very tranquil.
Yeah, the fairies were kind of beckoning you deeper into these woods, and you were following them. So that's kind of where we'll pick up. So yeah, you, Gengu, all your friends just left, merely seconds ago, it feels like. And these fairies were kind of beckoning you to these woods. You're following them. These woods look very dense and full of life. You can see all kinds of smaller creatures, mystical-looking creatures, mushrooms, and different plant life just kind of growing throughout. It looks very dense, but as you get closer, you can see a clear path start to kind of open up just where you're walking. Until you finally see, basically, it's almost like you're looking down an aisle at a store where it's just this path that just leads straight through the woods without seemingly any turns, and it seems to go on for a long time. You continue walking down this path.
Do I perceive hostility or peace or tranquility with these beings around me?
Definitely not hostility. They're kind of, yeah,
just doing their own thing.
Yeah,
okay.
They're just they're welcoming you into their world. It kind of feels like.
There's only one path into the forest behind me's back where I came from, so I really have only one direction to go, unless I go off the path, right?
From what it seems, yes.
Yeah. From what it seems.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll walk down the path. I'll let you have this one.
Cool. So you begin walking down the path. And
you said it looks like a grocery store, like the freezer aisle, or like a.
It's just straight, yeah. It's just lined with trees and wildlife on each side, but there's this very clear, distinct dirt path that just seems to kind of go straight through the woods.
Got it. Anything at the end that I can see, or is it just path?
Just path for now.
Okay.
You walk through this path. What seems like. You kind of lose a little bit of track of time. It seems like a long while as you're walking through this path, to the point where if you were to turn around and look, it looks identical to the other direction now. You're deep in the middle of these woods. And if you really, freaked yourself out, you could think you don't remember which way is back. So you're in the middle of this path. And then finally, everything starts to kind of open up a little bit into a clearing. And you see a small pond with a mountain to the side of it. And some rocks kind of hanging over this pond. And there's individuals, these creatures kind of hanging out, lounging around the pond. There is, it's a mix of different, there's like some elf satyrs, other Eladrin kind of just hanging out around this pond. And none of them seem like, as you kind of make it into this clearing, none of them seem to really pay you any mind. You're still kind of hidden away. The fairies that were guiding you along this path have now gone off somewhere. So you stand just alone in front of this pond full of these people and creatures that you do not know.
And it's the only thing here. Is it surrounded by trees otherwise?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just this clearing in the middle of the forest, seemingly. And, I mean, you can follow the path back that you just came down.
All the way back to where I was. Well, I'm just gonna stand there, looking and perceiving.
Okay.
Is there anything that I can investigate or perceive without moving from where I'm at right now?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll perception.
Because I'm really being led by the fairies, and as soon as they stop leading and go the separate ways, I don't want to make any move.
Okay, yeah. You can definitely roll a perception check.
9.
9. You're looking around, and like I said, nobody's seemingly paying you any attention. But on top of one of these rocks is this weird mix between a lion and a man, who has 2 smaller looking fey creatures on either side of them. They have like very gray skin and long hair. And this lion looking creature is looking at you. He has green skin, and his mane is like almost a blondish green, and the rest of his fur is like kind of the same color. And
what's the size of this man? Is it like
it's not even really a man, it's more like a lion.
Yeah. I'm assuming gender, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I mean, it's just it uses all 4s, like it doesn't walk on 2s.
Is it about like the size of like a normal lion?
Yeah, it's large, yeah. It's very large. Inside of its mane, you can see there's all kinds of like flowers and things like that.
Okay. So he's a
and its tail seems to be made out of like a dandelion almost.
Okay.
Okay. And you can see that he is looking directly at you. And is just making eye contact with you unbroken. He is like on the other side of the pond though.
And how far away would you say this is?
Probably about a good 200 meters.
Oh, okay. So pretty damn far.
Yeah, pretty far. This pond's very large.
Gotcha. I would like to walk up to the pond closest to where I'm at, the edge.
Okay, yeah.
And look at myself in the water.
Cool. You walk towards the pond, and you look at yourself in the water, and you see a very perfect, near perfect reflection of yourself in there. You see your still body with a little bit of rust in it, and you're looking at yourself.
That's it. And the water's normal water. It's not holy water or anything?
It's not holy water, no.
Okay.
But you do notice some of the life around you, the wildlife, begins to die off.
Oh my God.
The flowers and plants and things like that kind of die off.
The juxtaposition. Okay.
And you kind of look around, and a couple of the creatures around here are a little bit wary of you at this point.
I would like to start making my way over to the lion and the 2 fae.
Gotcha.
And I imagine pretty much like, how do I, like putting a magnifying glass on a plant, having it wilt immediately.
Uh-huh.
You know, I imagine that as I'm walking, all of the wildlife and stuff is just dying with me.
Right. Yeah. So you're walking along, the wildlife is dying. You can hear as you're kind of going along, creatures gasping and like, "Oh my God, he's killing! killing all the plants, and a couple like low-level fish begin floating up in the water. Like, you're just killing all kinds of wildlife. You walk around, nobody gets involved and stops you. And finally, you approach the base of this rock. The lion is sitting on top, and at this point, he kind of stands up and gets on his haunches and puts his paws in front of him. What brings you to my pond?
Well, sir, I didn't know this was your pond. I got led here by some pixies.
The pixies. They brought you here, of all places.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. May you know why?
I do not. But you have been killing my wildlife here.
Do not mean to, sir. It is simply a condition I have.
Do you know why you are killing my pawn? What is your condition?
Well, tell me a little bit about yourself first before we hop in about me. I think we can hold that one off for a little bit.
Myself. Well, I'm the keeper of the happy pawn.
We'll start with your name. I'm Gengu.
Gengu. Are you from the material plane?
Believe so. I got here with this. And I opened my chest. The wand is in there, but the cube is also right next to it. I do want to point this out. I do have to flash it a little bit, but I want to show him the cube.
Yeah.
And I want to also explain just how I got here with it. And basically just the whole story of how I left my friends, the whole shebang summarized.
Gotcha. I see. So you are a lost soul.
Guess you could call me that.
And you come to my pond with such items. The stick gives off very dark feelings.
What stick?
The stick next to the cube inside your body. Which is very strange. I've never seen a creature from the material plane like you.
You mean autonomous?
No, every creature I have known is working, unless they're under some sort of spell or working under their own weight. I just never one made out of
metal.
I was going to say out of land and rock, but yes.
So, why am I here?
That I don't know.
Well, guess I shall be going then.
Yes, I think I must ask you to leave. Give a very bad feeling.
I need to perceive or inspect this dude or something. I don't know what.
Okay.
What are the two Fae doing next to him?
The face is kind of like not really paying attention to you. It just seems kind of like you and him are the only ones kind of aware this conversation's happening.
Well, I would like to, without warning, end the conversation, turn around, and, like mowing a lawn, move a couple feet to the other side, and start killing things going down.
Okay.
Next to my previous track.
Cool. So you go kind of like towards your previous track.
Yeah, and I'm going back on the path, as if I'm going all the way back.
Okay. Cool. You jump back onto the path, and you walk down for probably what seems like, I don't know, an hour or so. And you come to a fork in the path that wasn't there before. There's one that keeps going straight on, and there's one that leads off to the right.
And I had no idea this was here before.
No. And you're pretty sure it wasn't there
Are they
before.
both identical?
Yes,
As
they
far
both.
as I can tell.
Yeah.
All right. Going right.
Okay. You begin
I
walking.
think about it for a second. Then I go right.
You begin walking along the path to the right. And then you hear, after a little bit of walking down this path, you begin to hear voices off in the distance. You can't make out what they're saying, and they sound very far off. They seem to be coming from the woods itself, not really along the path.
Well, I'm just gonna keep on walking until there is an impasse or anything. Just kind of get in my thoughts a little bit. Think about, of course, my friends that I just left, and just walk aimlessly on a path.
Okay. You keep walking. The voices get a little bit louder and louder, until finally you can hear the shouts in what sounds like a small skirmish of some kind, which seems very odd for your situation. Like this world seems out of place. And it's coming off your right side in the woods. You're looking, and it's very dense. You can try to perceive, but it's extremely dense.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Nope.
There's a chance.
I'm gonna assume I don't perceive anything and just go towards the sound.
Okay.
If I can fit in between the trees.
Yeah.
Okay.
You being walking, you're kind of forging a path, and you get closer and closer upon the yelling, and finally you come across a small little skirmish. There's the dead body of a satyr on the ground, with a couple more surrounding. Two creatures, one familiar, one not. So you see the one familiar, you see Julep, your friend from a while ago, currently thrusting his... It's a rapier you use, right?
Yeah.
Thrusting his rapier towards the satyr. And you see this gooey, long-looking creature that seems to be made out of gelatin, kind of dancing around another one of these satyrs, and they seem to be in a fight. What do you do?
Do the two look like they're beating the satyr?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna sit back and just, because I do recognize him, I just kind of want to be like that old friend that shows up after like 30 minutes of the movie and it's like, oh,
yeah,
good to see you again.
The fight goes on for a couple more minutes, and there's not any more deaths, but they kind of battle off the satyrs and they gallivant back through the woods. And so before you stands Julep and this other gooey-looking creature. They haven't really taken notice to you yet. Julep immediately goes to the dead satyr and starts going through its things. The gooey-looking creature's just kind of looking around, and he's the first to spot you, as he's just kind of looking around the area. And there's not really any facial features to him. It's just, you kind of see his face, like where his face would be. He's just kind of looking at you.
Yeah, like he is like a gummy bear silhouette.
Can I get a picture?
A human. The profile picture I sent for Cole doesn't do it a whole lot of justice.
It gives me somewhat of an idea, because I'm imagining Flubber.
Pretty much, yeah.
What color? Or is it amorphous? It changes.
He's mostly a blue color with like streaks of purple going through him.
Okay. Got it. So blue and purple flubber. How
Yes.
big are you?
Average height, probably 5'9" ish.
Oh shit, you're big flubber. Okay. And then Julep's a tiny lad, right?
Yeah, I'm like 3'5" or some shit.
So you're basically like Zack in League of Legends. A big old flub. Okay.
And he's holding
2'6".
one hand has like a arm appendage. It's not really a hand, it's just a extension. One has a wooden shield in it. Another has a very ornate wooden staff that has like almost a bouquet of flowers out of the top of it.
Very cool. And you recognize me? Or you see me? While Julep is
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Uh,
see.
I-
You see Gangu,
Baby,
yeah.
there's so much cool shit on this guy.
Julep, we have another visitor.
Not right now. Not right now. They can wait. Just gonna keep going through his shit.
He's just staring at us.
Yeah, whatever.
Wave one of the hands really dummy like. Just, hello? Are you friendly?
and I start walking up. Still trying to scavenge your way through this world, eh, Julep?
What do you mean scavenge my way? Holy shit, it's the Tin Man! And then I'll fucking buzz up. Be like, what are you doing here?
How do you know this is fine copper?
Is it?
What
How fun? It's not that shiny. Can't be that great.
Well, you're not gonna scavenge me.
What's going on here? You're killing everything, it looks like.
Yeah, it's a new condition I picked up.
Is it contagious?
I don't think so. You guys aren't dead, so I think we're good. Do any of you guys have holy water on you?
I'll start scavenging through all my
Gooey's not
fucking
made of
bags.
holy water, is he?
Gooey just
He just starts sizzling and boiling away.
Alright.
No, I think I'm good. And then I'll find like a flask of like wine or some shit, and I'll just start drinking.
So, ever since you left us, what's happened? So you still in the Fae?
Well, yeah, we're in the Fae at the moment. There's been a lot, you know. So I left, and I wound up teleporting into the Winter Queen's jail cell, and was trapped there for a
Winter
little
Queen?
bit. Yeah. You don't know the Winter Queen? Have we've been over this, surely.
Maybe.
Drew, turn your camera off and then back on, and it should fix, like in Discord.
By the way, these satyrs mark the mark of the Winter Queen, which is
Gotcha.
a snowflake.
Yeah. Like, you know, the Fae, there's a bunch of different queens. There's the Autumn Queen, there's the Winter Queen, there's the Spring, so on, you know, and so the Winter Queen, she's real bad, real evil. And so yeah, we were trapped there, and so I had to get out. I'm sorry,
Both of you?
I was trapped there, and then we ended up being trapped there. It's a long story, but we ended up getting out, and so yeah, that was pretty recent. That was, how long ago was that, Ryan?
Escaping the Winter Queen. It would have been probably like a week and a half ago. You teleported out. You found Goopy. He got you out of the prison cell, and you guys kind of made a run for it. And you've been on the run from the Winter Queen's kind of guards and forces. One man in particular, the High Inspector Frostfoot, kind of the Winter Queen's fist, has been chasing you down and sending his guards after you. And they've been tracking you through these woods. You guys kind of ran pretty far. You guys were in the far north of the Fae, and you guys have made it all into the south, just kind of running. and really just kind of trying to get your bearings. It seems like every time you feel like you catch your breath, they're upon you once again.
Whose
So this
region
is
are
just-
we in?
You are kind of in a little bit of a more neutral region. The entrance to the Fae, this wooded area, is kind of not really anybody's place,
Okay.
so to speak.
International waters.
Yeah. And it's thought this is kind of the gateway to and from the woods.
Okay.
Or to the Fae, I mean.
So, let me get this straight. You two escaped a prison, and
Yeah.
that's why all these guys are after you?
Yes.
Okay. But you weren't supposed to be there, right?
No. Definitely not supposed to be there at all. No. No reason for us to be in prison. Right, Goop?
That's what you told me.
That's right.
Right.
So, what are you doing here? Where are the boys?
Well, rather not discuss that, but I'm here because I was trying to escape. Escape terror, escape death, escape fighting.
I'm just like looking over at the dead body.
And here I am getting wrapped up in it again.
Well, it looks like, I mean,
Strangely enough, that's what we're doing as well.
it seems like you're also killing things wherever you go because you're conditioned.
I open my chest, take out the wand, and plop it down in front of me on the ground.
What is there any is it obvious that the death is emanating from that at this point?
I'll even
Yeah.
throw it 10 feet in front of me so it kills some things as it moves.
Yeah.
Just to make it super obvious.
What the fuck is that? It's kind of pretty.
Orcus is coming after
Gonna-
me.
Fly over about 3 feet above it and just kind of look over it.
I have a feeling we've got
Yeah,
more
it's kind
danger
of
than
ugly.
these prison guards.
What'd you say his name was?
Orcus.
Can I history check or anything?
Sure. I'll give you.
History or religion or something.
Oh, yeah.
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 Go ahead and do like a history, but I'll give you disadvantage. I feel like Julep wouldn't be too familiar with the.
As he's talking about
I've
this.
been through the plains,
Yeah.
but okay. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
but
5.
yeah, you're
I'll
not.
also
too
make a history check.
Sure. Goopy, I'll say you're
Also
at disadvantage as well.
Fair enough. Yeah, 4.
You all aren't too familiar with Orcus. I mean, he
Mhm.
sounds like a.
I'm gonna roll
know.
some persuasion. I got a 14. Everything I say is truth. Okay,
You
guys.
sound like you're in need then. Can stay with you. Maybe we can help each other out a bit.
Orlo's dead. My friends are probably dead. The whole world I came from is probably gone. And I have a feeling this world's gonna be gone too if I don't get rid of this thing. I think we have more problems than these prison guards.
Why don't you just snap it in half?
I tried to snap it in half and it doesn't even budge.
Are you not strong enough?
I take major offense to that.
Well,
I athletics check flex in his face.
Do it,
24.
dude. The metal's bulging.
I'm flexing
It's
back.
like
48-inch
orange.
bicep.
It's like orange because it's
Yeah.
getting so warm.
I'm flexing back. 8.
It's a 6.
I'm changing it. I switch it into performance. 24.
we will.
So
I'm impressed.
obviously not strong, but I start to really put on a show.
So, Yeah,
Hey,
he's
not so much, but you can carry your own weight, I guess.
We will follow the act here and alter self to be roughly the size of Gingu. Just go like this. Not a roll to be any bigger, just change
do
shape and look like Gingu.
Yeah.
So basically, also a 24 on the athletics check.
Man.
Nice. Well, I bet I could break it. I'm just not gonna try. But maybe we can find someone who can break it. And maybe if we break it,
about that time, as you're saying that, some leaves rustle kind of close to you guys, and out of this bush pops an individual. Goopy and Julep are familiar with this individual. In fact, you all have been kind of working alongside this individual. Gangu, you see what appears to be an elf, covered in like long red hair that's kind of really disheveled and frazzled going everywhere. Has on this armor. It seems like leather that has been painted a kind of like plant-like green. And he's got a cloak on that is made completely of grass and leaves. He's got a painted face, and it's more of a kind of like lime color. And he pops out, and you can see he's breathing a little heavy at first, and then he straightens up, and he notices that you're there, Gangu. And he gives you a giant grin, full teeth, just kind of grinning at you. And he kind of tilts his head to the side.
Is he close to my staff that's on the ground?
It's kind of like in between all of you guys right now. He kind of popped out like in the other side of all
Is
of you.
he seeming like he's trying to go after the wand or us, or is he?
No, he
hostile
just
or
kind of
anything?
popped through just now. But he
So
noticed
you
you
say
and
pop
gives
through like he's on all fours or something.
no, like he kind of like busted through this bush, like running.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he noticed you immediately and just kind of gave you this smile, and then he looks around towards everybody else.
Running from something.
Yes. So, Julep, Goopy, I managed to keep with the hallucination that I don't think we'll have any trouble from the ones coming from that way. Who's this?
who is this?
This person is Smiley.
Okay.
Somebody you found in the woods you've been working with.
Okay. Oh, Smiley. This is buddy Tin Man Gingu. He's here now. And yeah, we obviously took care of these guys. A couple of them took off running that way.
Gengu is an old friend of yours. This Gengu.
Yeah.
I walk forward and pick up my wand, put it in my chest.
Where did you get that?
Long story. A lot of luck. A lot of turmoil.
Very interesting. Would you be willing to trade? I have some things that maybe you would like.
As much as I would like to, I don't think that this weapon accepts trades.
Oh, it might. Have you asked it?
Yeah, let me ask you real quick. What is it, Wanda?
I mean,
What was his
whatever
name?
what did you call it?
Wando. Yeah.
Wanda.
I think
Yeah.
it was Wanda. Wanda. Haven't
Yeah.
heard from you in a while, ever since we've gotten here.
Yeah.
Does this place suppress you?
No, this one in front of you. I feel like I've seen him before.
Where exactly?
Somewhere a long time ago.
And you said this dude's an elf?
Yeah.
So this could have been for fucking ever.
This is telepathic, yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think so.
Yeah.
Should I proceed with caution?
Silent for a minute. No,
Wanda.
I don't think so.
Can I do an insight check on the wand?
Sure.
The silence kills me. 11.
I mean, it's an evil sword
Yeah,
wand.
I know.
So, I mean, can you really trust it ever?
Bro. All right. Well, I'm gonna look back to the boys and let them lead since they know this guy.
Well, Mr. Gangu, would you be willing? These individuals, I told them about this place that it's very secluded in the woods. It's this little pond. There's a cave there, but there's this dreaded. It used to be mine, and there's this dreaded lion-like creature. I don't know if you've met him, but kind of took it away from me, and so we're going there to get rid of him. And I promised these boys here that they would have a nice hidden place to stay. They wouldn't have to worry about running for the Winter Queen for a while, and they can get their bearings.
Would be kind of nice. Would be kind of nice. This whole on the run thing, man, I am getting tired of it.
He's an absolute dreadful individual, and he must go.
What is Smiley told us about this dreadful individual?
Smiley told you, you guys met him in the woods. He was kind of wandering around, and he just seemingly kind of popped up in your all's path. But you guys were in the middle of being chased by some satyrs, and he helped you in that fight. So you guys kind of, tagged along together. And he mentioned this pond out in the middle of the woods in this clearing that was secluded from everywhere else and very hard to find. And he said that it used to be his, but this lion creature that came out of nowhere kind of came in and turned everybody against him and took it away from him and banished him from his own land.
Okay.
And by get rid of him, you mean kill him?
No, of course not. We don't gotta kill him, do we?
Well,
We just gotta get him away from the pond.
right, yes. We'll see how things go.
I will not be a part of this.
Well, hold on. What if and he kind of walks up to you with a big smile. What if I paid you? Would you be willing then?
I would love to do an opening of my chest and all of my wares to show him that gold. I don't have a single piece of silver, gold, or anything, and just to prove to him that it's not not relevant to me.
Let's see here. The Feywild, you may not know this, doesn't really do money quite like your material plane. I've been there. It's more of like a barter system for a lot of places. Some places use like grass reeds as a currency. I've heard is kind of popping up. But gold doesn't hold nearly as much weight here. But I have some coins. They're very special coins. Would you like one? In exchange for helping me do this, and then we can part ways to do whatever else. I mean, you don't have to. You can go on your way. But you can see
to escape death.
He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out it's a coin made of what appears to be kind of like iron or steel, but it's like kind of blackish, and you can see that it kind of has a face on it. You can't really make out the face on it. Listen, it's nice. I think you'll like this.
Does he flick it or anything?
No. He
Is it
doesn't flick
shiny?
He just kind of holds it. It's not shiny. It's not shiny at all.
Okay.
I know it doesn't look like much. It looks like an iron coin, but I assure you,
It doesn't look like any of Rango's coins.
I don't know Rango, but
I say
can
that
assure you
internally.
it's none like his coins. Now, you can go on your way, but I could really use someone like you, a bit of muscle.
That's all I've ever been.
Yes, well, I mean, you could be more than that.
Oh, he's not really that strong. He can't even break that wand.
That one probably has a bit more strength to it than even the strongest. Listen, Gengu, a friend of Julep. Do you have anywhere to stay tonight?
Don't.
I'm willing to give you a precious commodity of mine, a place to stay, and some friends in this new world that you find yourself in. Now, whether you wish to stay or not, some friends might be able to help you get back out or make a home here. You can't go through life being all alone all the time.
Yeah, what if the guy shows up, what was his name?
Oh, yes, that dreadful fucking guy.
Oh, no, I'm talking to, Gingu.
Which guy?
The one that, the bad one.
The bad one. There's
Yeah.
been nothing but bad guys.
Or
one that you said is chasing you.
Orbius. Orbius?
Orcus.
Or, yeah, what if he shows up and you're all alone in the Fae? Listen, I'd
Every
love to
single
go
time
with
I
you,
mention-
but
Every time I mention Orcus in my brain, I'm doing the whole Memento John G thing where it's like Orcus killed Olo. I must kill Orcus, or I must get rid of Orcus. Orcus killed Olo. Blah blah blah. But yeah, bring him to the Fae. Is that what you just say?
yeah, well, I mean, what if he comes
If he
here and you're
comes.
all alone?
That's why we must get rid of it. Does anyone know who on Earth would know who or like anything about how to destroy this thing? Because I know in my background, if it's a
Cynic.
scientific fact, yeah, like I can at least pinpoint who knows it.
So let's see. You would need to know that it would be somebody that's kind of knows their way around the 9 layers of hell and kind of knows how that stuff works. You need a very evil individual
I was gonna
that
say,
you can convince to destroy it. Yeah.
I was gonna say that sounds like a big ask. You know, my whole life hasn't been planned. It's going by the wind, they say. That's something humans say, right? Go with
Wouldn't
the
know.
wind.
We all just look around like none of us are fucking
Uh,
humans.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I've been with humans my entire life. Silly me. Forget. I will come with, but I will do no killing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we ain't gotta kill the guy. We just gotta get him to leave the pond. And then we'll have a place to hide.
Well, I saw him.
Wait,
That
what?
man is.
you saw him?
You spoke with.
Well, I didn't much speak with him. He was kind of a brick wall.
How long
But
have
he
you
was
been here?
Can't quite tell. Maybe 5 hours.
I thought this place was secluded, Smiley!
It is. I promise you that. It is secluded.
He just got here!
With this, and I hold up the cubic gate. Do you remember this?
Oh, hey, yeah. That's the box that... Hey, I think that thing only sends you to prison. Are you telling me you wound up in the field?
That's what I'm telling you.
This is bullshit.
Where's your gear?
Well, it's right here!
Does it? If you hit it too hard, does it still teleport you?
Yes! And I fucking lightly put it away.
What keeps putting us in the Winter Queen's prison?
It keeps putting you back in the prison.
Yeah!
It's a teleport to the prison. Why do you still have it?
Well, I mean, look at it. It's just, gleaming. Light just gleams off of it. It's so shiny.
Oh my god. Well, don't think you should be holding on to that, but if you want to end up in prison again and make the guards' lives easier, then be my guest.
Well, we'll find a way out if we end up back in there.
I'm sure you will. Wait, how many times has this been?
A few.
A few.
Few? I'm definitely inciting a few. A 7. My rolls have been shit.
Roll persuasion.
Okay, you still got me.
A
All right.
few.
It,
Yeah, a few.
a few.
It's really only
More
been like
than
once or
one.
twice.
I clearly don't know who I'm messing with. You guys might feel like you guys are in danger being around me, but I'm starting to feel the opposite.
We're not a danger. Gingu,
I'm not a danger?
come on.
But
I mean,
this-
that's a danger. That. Pointing at the
I
wand.
think it's a danger.
And watch this. And I go and throw it like 20 feet into the woods, and I like to imagine that it comes straight back to me.
Yeah.
Like I can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
And it just kills everything like a boomerang going out. Some birds fall out of the tree. It comes back.
Yes, that is quite impressive magical item you have there.
Impressive. It's a curse.
It's killing everything. Smiley, it's killing everything here.
Perhaps. But, you know. Things happen. Shall we get a move on?
I
For the
will
light
not
of
kill.
days. Oh, and I'm not asking you to. You do what you feel you need to do in the moment.
Agreed. Let's get a move on.
Back to it, and before we start moving, I'm kind of tap the staff on the ground, and everyone just feels like their step is a little bit quieter. I'm casting a Pass Without a Trace.
Nice.
So if we sneak much better.
Nice. Does it give anything to our stealth rolls or anything, or is it just
It
5.
gives plus 10 to your stealth rolls.
nice?
Oh, it's 10?
Flat plus 10.
That's awesome.
Cool. You
Okay.
guys begin.
I'd like to
Go
point
ahead.
out I do have Bigsby with me.
Okay.
I forgot about Bigsby. Does he talk?
Remind me of
Just-
Bigsby.
He's a little
Is he like
monk-
a sugar glider kind of thing?
Yeah, he's like a monkey, or not a monkey. He's like a little like lemur with bat wings and like super
Yeah.
small, like the size of a mouse.
So a horror sugar glider.
Yeah. It's I sent it somewhere. I'll find him. Oh, there he is.
So you guys walk. Smiley leads you guys down this path. Gangu, he leads you back to the main path, and you get there, and there is now a third path that has popped up on this main path. The path that you just came down, that you branched off of to find Julep and his colleagues. The path that seemed to be going straight towards the pond and back to where you came from, and now straight across from you is another path that branches off, and Smiley begins walking down that path,
Guys,
which you know from your experience doesn't lead to the pond.
that wasn't the way I took earlier to the pond.
Oh, this is a shortcut. I had to get us in a good position.
Are these paths like morphine? Are they different from when they were before, or is it just a different perspective of the same paths?
This path that you're going on now wasn't there before, just like the one that you just came from.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah.
And then is Smiley like leading us?
Yeah.
Like pretty far in front. I would
Mhm.
like to at least whisper to Julep. These paths are changing.
Is that like a normal thing, or
Feywild magic's kind of crazy. It's not the craziest thing in the world here.
yeah, it happens.
Riley hasn't led us astray before.
Hasn't led you astray before. So what is he? Your your escape assistant?
Well, for the time being, yeah, he seems like our safest bet for hiding away right now.
And now we're in debt to him and have to take care of his problems.
That's the deal.
Why don't we just turn around right now?
And go where?
Out. And I hold out the cubic gate.
Well, this is my home.
This is your home.
Yeah, the Fae.
But you're running from the law for eternity.
Well, just until I can get back to the Autumn Queen.
Okay.
She'll take care of me. But,
And where is she exactly? Which one of these paths?
Ryan, fucking...
You don't really know. You've been in these woods for days. You're kind of lost.
It's more of a philosophical question.
She'll show herself when the time is right, you know? I
You
just
think
gotta make it
she'll
until
show
then.
herself- Okay. So you think helping Smiley will make the Autumn Queen show up?
I think it'll, yeah. I think it'll buy me time.
Question. Is what's your dude's name? Is Julep's little sugar glider dead? Because he's within 10 feet of me.
Oh no.
If he's within 10 feet of you, then
He's dead.
yeah.
He's
What's
dead.
its challenge rating? Below 1?
Not high enough. The same thing would have happened to Chuchi.
Yeah.
Is it Chuchi?
Yeah.
But we're not retconning it. Starts now.
Chuchi
Well,
knew
Chu-
to keep his distance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chuchi
Chuchi
kept
always
his
kept his
distance.
distance. Chuchi was smart.
Fuck, okay. Yeah, he just fucking withers. He just,
Well, what?
he would have,
I would like to make it a point that death surrounds me at all times now, and like this is the realization that you're with me and stuck with me, and death is surrounding me.
yeah. I guess that, like, you know, we'll just say that Bigsby would have been in my pack, you know, like tucked away, and then like, we're like, yeah, and then like I'll reach into my pack to like get a drink or something. What happened to Bigsby?
It seems your friend here has accidentally removed him.
I'm gonna bring him out, and he's just limp, dead, in my hand.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's a shame.
I'll pet him a little. I'll say, I'll see you tomorrow, buddy. And then I'm gonna toss his, I guess, I'll like toss him into the air and have it like dismiss, because it's a spell, so
Yeah.
dismiss midair. And then I'm just, do.
I have an internal struggle of how Julep deals with death.
Look, that was a little morbid, don't you think? As he's just kind of looking upwards at where Bigsby was.
Oh, he's not. He'll come back tomorrow. He'll be fine.
All right.
I'm sorry about that, Julep.
Shall we keep moving?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll just, you know,
But
stay
do you
away
seriously
from
think
you.
We should follow this guy.
Well, I now
Or
know
let's
not to
leave
follow
Scott the
too
Winter.
close to you. And then I'm gonna kind of shuffle to the side.
I slowed down and just put my head down and eventually stopped walking. Everyone keeps walking in front of me.
Ubi would have stopped and waited for him. Just a couple of steps ahead.
And then I just slowly start walking again, slowly with the foliage and everything dying with each step.
We'll deal with one problem at a time. And first we find something safe. Look at this a little bit.
So, you guys walk down this path a little while longer, and You eventually get to the end of it after a while of walking, and at the end of it, opens up to this same clearing that you were at earlier, Gangu, with the pond, except you're on the other side of this. So you were, if you look at roll 20,
Mm-hmm.
you came out originally, you came out somewhere over here,
Here, yeah. That's what I was
and now you are all the way over here behind these rocks, and the lion is right in front of you with his back to you all. All right. Well, we've made it. By the way, to you and your brain thinking about this doesn't make any sense because you've walked in basically straight lines, no turns. So, like, the fact that you've appeared on this other side when you were, it's
I'm trying to put 3 and 2 together, and it ain't
Yeah.
working.
right. All right. So, there he is. Now, you all said you were against, permanently getting rid of him, right?
Well, I mean, don't want to kill the guy if we don't have to.
I can assure you he's a master manipulator. If he's not here, he will manipulate somewhere else. He must be removed from existence.
From existence.
I think so. I think that is the best course of action. He's dangerous.
And we're deciding this now.
Well, I've made up my mind a long time ago, but you're the ones that had reservations. You don't have to, strike any blows if you don't want to. In fact, it can be me versus him. I just need you to kind of, keep it a fair fight, you say.
I would like to, without saying anything, stealth check, roll up behind him, or walk behind him, and he should see some, dead fish and all the grass around him start to wilt as I approach.
You're talking about the lion?
The lion.
Okay.
13 stealth.
Plus 10.
At 10.
Plus 10.
So 23.
23. Quiet as can
Okay.
be.
Yep.
He should sense exactly who's here.
So you start walking towards the lion, and Smiley just kind of...
I'm gonna buzz up into a tree.
I'm imagining I'm right here.
Okay. So Smiley kind of shocked. You buzz up into a tree. Gooby is... What are you doing? Just standing?
Just kind of hanging out with Smiley.
Cool. The lion begins speaking to you and turning as he sees the fish and stuff dying in front of him. I asked you to leave, and then he kind of sees you, but then he sees Smiley off in the distance.
Well, I see I'm not the only person you asked to leave.
Yeah, what have you done?
You think you can just come in here and take everyone's land?
Is that what he told you happened?
Well, you didn't tell me anything when I arrived here. Nothing but hostility.
Well, I'm telling you now. You and your friends leave now. For good.
Listen, we don't want blood. Just the pond.
I find that very hard to believe. Look around you.
Believe me. And I'm looking at him. Eye to eye.
Dandelion. Oh, my friend. I'm back. Well, hello, everyone. I've returned. You can see everybody kind of perks up, all the satyrs, even the ones that weren't paying you attention before kind of now are... They kind of draw in behind Dandelion a little bit as Smiley makes his presence known. Well, I'm back. Yes. I'm back. And this time I don't mean to go. Good old dandy. So, would you like to fight me fairly?
How many are there around?
Satyrs?
Yeah.
Probably like a good 20 or so.
Jesus Christ.
Are they acting like they're happy to see
No,
Smiley, or are they...
they seem
they're
very
all-
cautious.
Did Smiley
Yeah.
ever tell us why he was kicked out
He said that Dandelion kind of wanted the whole pond for himself, basically.
So, seeing that there's more than just him here, does that seem like it doesn't add up now?
Well, by himself, kind of like the land. So,
Him
like
and his
the
army.
people, yeah, the people included. These aren't really army. They're like people kind of hanging out. Like some of them are armed, but they're not really
Aligned.
like, yeah. Just to the pond.
Yeah.
They're home. I brought my friends here because I figured that you'd want to throw me out once again. Now, I would ask you to walk away, but I know that's not going to be good enough. And you're going to ask me to go away. Perhaps even trying to banish me away again, and that's not going to work. Not for a second time, no.
Does this guy look like he's of the Fae?
Smiley?
No, the
Dandelion? Yeah.
Dandelion.
He looks super, yeah.
Okay.
He looks super Fae, yeah. So, you can fight me. Just us. Or we can get all, other parties involved, and I can assure you that I have a few aces up my sleeve, if that's the case. I'm offering you a fair fight here if you take me on.
I will not fight. Is Smiley the only person in view from our squad?
Goopy's back there,
Walked
just
up,
kind of,
yeah.
yeah.
Fairly close.
Can I message? I want to message Gooby. I'm gonna be
Okay.
like, Gooby, what are you making of this? These guys don't seem too. They kind of seem scared of Smiley.
I don't know what to make of it. They don't seem happy to see him. Like, he made it sound that, like, something's a little off.
That's it. So,
You can trust me. I've done enough killing in my days.
And you're speaking to Dandelion?
Yeah, I do not wish to kill you. I only wish to return the pond to its rightful owner. And I know damn well I don't know who the rightful owner is, but I'm just trying to get this controversy over with and get the land over to Sean White looking wood elf guy.
Mm.
yeah.
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 That's exactly how I see it.
You're actually kind of like spot on. Have you seen a picture of him?
No, I haven't. No.
Hold on. You're actually kind of spot on. It looks exactly like a weird
I mean, you
Sean
said
White.
disheveled, long, red, curly hair that doesn't look like it's been combed. Wood elf. Oh, yeah.
He's a little angrier than Sean White, but
Yeah,
otherwise,
yeah, for sure. Oh, this man means business. All right. And
Dandelion
as-
kind of looks around for a minute. This pond doesn't belong to me or you. It never belonged to anyone. I'm merely its keeper, its protector, from the likes of you.
of us. As if we want to do it harm.
Look where your feet stand. You're already doing it harm.
How that cuts deep.
Listen, I'm not going to sit here and talk all day with you, dear Dandy. I'm even going to ask you just to get up and leave. What do you say? I'm sorry, I cannot. I am the keeper and the protector of this pond. And as he's saying that, you see Smiley face step behind him and begin shanking him in the back repeatedly. And then Dandelion, without almost as a groan, falls limp into the pond.
Oh my god. I kind of just wince and turn.
Well, that was so unnecessary. People of the Happy Pond, listen. What you saw here today was a long time coming. We all know that Mr. Dandy was, he was keeping you down, really. We have so much more we can do with this, area. And the Forbidden Cave, why should that be forbidden? It is a place of great use to us, you see. So, I expect not much resistance from you. In fact, I think we'll get along greatly. These fine folk, Julep, are you still in the tree at this point?
If he turns around and is like, where the fuck, then yeah, I'll buzz down.
Cool. These fine folk, they are merely like knights of mine. Yes, knights of mine. But more on an equal level. You see, yes. We're not higher than the other. We merely work together. But if you have any questions for them, feel free to go up and ask them. I'll be busy. I have things I have to attend to inside the cave. But welcome to the new Happy Pond. It's going to be much happier with me as your overseer. Yes, and you can see with that he sheathes his sword, and he begins kind of a nice little strut towards this cave that's off to the side of the pond.
I'm just gonna look over my shoulder at Julep, like, what the fuck?
I think the cave's our hiding spot.
Okay. and I start making my way over to the cave.
Cool. You guys follow Smiley into the cave. As you do, the cave, compared to the Fae that's not been warm or anything, it's been very temperate, very comfortable conditions. You get into the cave and it's very chilling, which is odd for the Fae, unless you're in the far north. This far south, even in the darkest corners of it, it's not very cold at all. But nonetheless, you get in this cave. It's very dark and cold. Do you have night vision, Gengu?
Let me double check. Don't believe I.
And Gooby, do you?
I do.
Cool.
I do not believe that I do. It would be under features and traits, right?
It'd be in your senses.
Yeah, your senses.
From the...
Hold on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't.
Okay.
Okay,
Well, you get.
I got this. Blind sight. Can see what's surrounding me. I have dark vision. Yeah, I have dark vision.
Okay. Cool. So you guys get down here, and for a normal person without dark vision, it would be extremely dark. But you guys can see pretty well in this cave. And this front part seems to be empty. But there's a small section, a little cutaway in the very back of it. It almost seems like a doorway. You can see Smiley kind of go through this doorway as you guys enter in this part of the cave. Everywhere around you seems to be pretty empty.
Did he mention this cave to us?
No.
Just mentioned, like, there is a cave that we can hide out in.
Didn't even mention that. He said the pond is a very secluded area for you guys to kind of lay low for a while. This cave is something new to you all.
So Smiley, this is a bot, huh? I didn't realize there was going to be a cave. This is going to be really secluded.
There's no response as he's in that other part of the cave through that doorway.
I mean, are we not following him?
Oh, yeah, you can follow him. Yeah.
Yeah.
You follow him into there. And at the very back of this cave is this piece of metal. It's just this large machine-looking thing. You're not really sure what it is, but he begins kind of dusting it off and kind of patting on it.
Does he still not respond?
What was you asked him about the cave, a place to hide?
You didn't tell us about the cave, so this is really secluded. It's kind of chilly down here, but yeah, this should work great, right, Goop?
This is Not the worst.
Yes, a place for you to make home.
What you got there, Smiley?
Oh, this is well, an ancient artifact that these individuals were afraid of. It's always been here, as long as I can remember. And I went down here to see if I could utilize it. And well, Dandelion grew very weary. That's the whole reason I was banished. And at that point, I wasn't very persuasive as I was just then. So, you know, I accepted my fate as it was. And came back when I had a little bit more persuasiveness about me. And now here we are. This is a thing, this thing called the machine. Now this is my reward, as well as, you know, the pond itself, for reclaiming what was rightfully mine all along. But for the rest of you, Gooby and Julep, my dear friends, it's been many days we've been traveling together. Call this your home. You may stay here as long as you like, come and go as you please. And as for you, my big metal friend, he walks up to you, as promised, and he pulls out one of those coins and he gives it to you. He holds out his hand. This is for you.
And I just close his hand and push it back towards him.
Oh, please, I beg you. This coin.
You
worth
didn't
a
need
lot.
us. You could have
Oh.
fully pulled off what you did today without all of us.
Oh, trust me, I did. You made it a lot easier on myself. That whole walking around dead thing and distracting him with your conversation, that made it way easier for him to not see my fate jump coming.
Keep your money.
Oh, it's... Are you sure?
Don't say it.
Can't go take the coin. Can't go. Take it.
I'll take it if he doesn't want it. Is it free?
It's not free. It's for my friend Gangu here. No one at all.
I'll take it. And then I'll
Good.
think of
Good,
Rango
Gangu.
and flick it to Julep.
Well, it's not shiny.
You can see Smiley looks a little bit annoyed at this, but goes back to messing with his machine. Well, I'm going to be messing with this thing for quite a while. But you guys are more than welcome to, you know, call this your home.
Did he describe the machine?
So you look at he didn't tell anybody about this machine. He just called it the machine. And I can pull up a image of what this machine looks like. It's just a hulking metal, like absolutely massive thing. It takes up like the whole back wall of this
Assuming
cave.
it looks completely out of place for
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it's the Fae. It looks very metallic and it's kind of has like an infernal look to it. But it's hard to tell with it off and not powered up because there's no glow to it that would normally be there. But you can see where parts of the metal where it would be heated up with fire and flame kind of have weathered away and discolored a little bit from the rest of the metal, which is this kind of black iron.
I'll walk up to Smiley as he's messing with it and just kind of look at it, stretch my head around to get better angles on it. Smiley, this doesn't look like something from the Fae.
No,
May not have been here very long, but
it's not of the Fae. It's actually from another world entire. But I assure you, it is very powerful.
What kind of roll can I
What?
make to guess this?
You can do a Arcana check.
Carry on.
What'd you get?
I got an 11.
Uh, it's an extremely magical item,
Yeah.
and you can tell it's something that you would have to attune to utilize, which you can assume that's probably what our friend is trying to do at this moment. Yes, it is not of this world. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm trying to, work with this. What did you need? Need something else?
Curious of what it does.
Oh, this thing does wondrous things. It can make wildest dreams come true and change your life entirely, actually. For the better, that is. Yes. And he gives a big old smile. It was once thought that it was lost forever, until I figured out it was down here. And now, I plan to utilize it again. Bring it back to life. Any more questions? I must get busy with this, you see.
Good luck then. I'll
Yes, thank you.
back out to wherever Julep is going to.
I'm just checking out the digs.
Cool. I mean, the cave, plenty of space, especially in that other room. You can just kind of lay out and set up shop there if you wanted to.
Yep, we're getting comfy.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna walk out of the cave. Is it nighttime? Is it daytime?
It's kind of like, think about it kind of like, it's not really either. It's getting darker. There's not really nighttime. Even at night, what would
It's
be
like
considered
dusk,
night?
definitely.
There's
It's kind of, yeah.
broad daylight, dusk, and dawn, and that.
Right, yeah.
I got you. Well, I'm gonna wait a couple hours if they're just like hanging out, attuning to things or whatever, and then I'm gonna walk out by myself back to the pond.
Cool. You walk back out to the pond. And as you do, you see everybody kind of standing around the satyrs. They've kind of gone back to doing what they were before, just kind of talking amongst themselves, kind of lounging around. And they're kind of floating in the middle of the pond is Dandelion, just kind of blood filling the pond now, and he's just kind of bobbing around. Nobody seems to take notice of it, though.
Fuck. I would like to imagine that the pond is slightly red as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
And,
from the blood, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm walking over to it, looking over this time, and I see my reflection, but then dead fish and everything just like protrude in front of the vision.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to. Are there any rocks around? There's a rock around, right?
Yeah, you can find a rock.
I would like to try to smash the hammer again.
Cool.
As hard as I fucking can on this rock.
No effects. The hammer is pristine as before you struck it.
Can I at least roll for it?
Yeah, go for it.
It's a bit. I rolled a 3. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Total.
Yeah. You knew before you even struck it that it was useless, but you did it anyways.
I would like to emotionally and physically exhaust myself to the point where I'm in like almost a fetal position trying to destroy this thing underneath the dusk light.
Yeah. Cool.
And that's where I would like to crash for the night if everyone's like camping and doing all that.
100%.
Before he would have gotten to that point, I would have been sitting there in the cave with Julep, just saying, "What's our next step?
Well,
I'm gonna hide here for a while, and then what?"
Well, we'll hang out here, and we'll see what we can do to find out how to make it to the Autumn Queen's throne. But like I said, she'll come when the time is right. So really, it's just a waiting game at this point.
Okay. Follow you.
Do Do you want to do something different?
I don't know what else to do different here.
Well, I mean, we can, you know, this is home base now, and we can go out and we can find some more stuff to get into, have some more fun. But yeah, we're this is us.
All right. I'll head out of the cave and I'll just kind of look around, note the different trees and whatnot that's around the area.
Oh, they're all dead.
Just the ones you've been real close to. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah. So you can't inspect any of them. There's no leaves to be found.
Cool. So you're looking for leaves, you said? To like
Trees. Just looking around like, are there any a single specific tree that stands out among the rest of them?
honestly, no. They all seem very carbon copies of each other.
Fair enough. I'm just kind of taking in the nature that is the area. I'll head back into the cave. Hill.
Cool. So you walk back into the cave. Julep is, I'm assuming, asleep at this point, or in meditation or whatever it's called.
No, fairy sleeping.
Oh, you sleep. Okay. Sleep. Gangu's outside on a rock,
I'm just AFK.
shut down. Yeah, AFK.
Yeah, I can sense anything, see anything, whatever.
And
That's
Gooby
impressive.
is now.
Is it
taking
Gooby
his-
or Goopy?
Gooby.
Gooby?
And before he goes to sleep, Gooby just kind of sets down his wooden shield that's like a round, almost a bowl shape. Just kind of steps into it, becomes a blob, just stays there inside the round of the shield. That's where he sleeps.
Awesome. Cool. He just kind of fucking into the shield.
Mhm.
And how long do you have to rest for? Is it 8 hours?
I don't think I've got anything special on that. Just 8 hours.
Cool. All right.
Just-
Well, in that case, Julep and Gooby, after 8 hours of rest, you guys would wake. Gangu needs. Is it 8 hours? Is it 4 hours of his rest, or is it 8 hours for you?
I was already full rested, so
Okay.
right before we hopped in the portal, we had a long rest.
Right.
I'm pretty sure, so I'm full.
Cool. You just kind of went AFK for a moment.
Just
as
AFK until I want to exist, I guess.
Right. As you guys both come to from your rest, you're in this cave, and you look around for Smiley, and it appears that him and both the machine are now gone from this cave.
Well,
Did I
golly.
sense him if he left the cave?
No, you didn't sense anybody actually physically leave the cave.
Was he sneaky?
You didn't sense anybody leaving the cave.
So he teleported. Oh boy.
I'll buzz into that back room. Be like,
Mhm.
holy shit! Wait, where's? And then I'm gonna turn around and like look towards. Is Gooby up and at him at this point?
Yeah, Gooby would have followed you over there.
Where'd the big metal thing go?
That's certainly ominous.
I'm gonna
You
like
notice-
buzz over there.
Yeah, on the ground where the machine was is now a piece of paper of some kind rolled up.
I pick it up.
Cool. You pick it up, you open it, and on one side there's a written message, very short. Hey guys, sorry I had to go take care of some things with this. I got the machine working. I'll be back eventually. I don't know when. But I left you this map. This should take you to the Autumn Queen. Thanks for all your help.
Oh, sweet.
And on the other side is a map, and it is of the woods, and what seemed like a few paths now on this map seem to be hundreds of paths. And there's one very clearly highlighted that'll labeled to take you straight to the Autumn Queen.
Gooby, look.
You kind of cut out when you did that.
Gooby, look. Pointing at the fucking path.
I would like to come too.
It'll certainly help our plans.
Yeah, we don't even have to stay here. We can just get going. We can go home now.
And I'm in the cave and I could hear him at this point.
Well,
Yeah,
shit. I gotta go pack everything up. Buzz out to where I'd been sleeping.
Cool. Julep starts packing. What is Gengu and Gooby doing?
Gengu is standing there, observing what is going on, and confused that we just got here and you guys seem so excited to have a place to stay, and now you're so excited to leave. I don't think I saw the map. I only heard you guys talking.
Tulip wasn't 100% sure of where we needed to go from here, but now we have a map. It shows where how to get to the court of the Autumn Queen.
And at the mention of map, I think of Ojutai.
Yeah, which, speaking of, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy would Ojutai be with this map?
With this map, he would probably be like a 10. It's very well detailed.
Sweet.
Alright.
Nice.
Cool.
Alrighty.
I'm packing until I'm done.
Cool. I mean, you're done at this point if you're ready to go.
All right. You boys ready? Looks like we're gonna. So we go outside the cave, and then we're gonna go around the pond and whatever.
Yep.
Whatever the map
We
says.
got it.
Yeah.
Whatever the map says.
Yeah, exactly. The map basically it's almost a straight line straight through these woods over to the Autumn Queen. So
Oh, wait. And then I'm gonna get out some paper or rip off a piece of that or whatever.
Yep.
And I'll write on it. Thanks for all the help, Julep. And then I'll toss it back where I'll buzz in there and set it down where I got that note from.
cool. That's the path right there. So you basically come straight out past the mountain, and then it's just a straight path out of the woods, and then you're back into the realm of the Autumn Queen.
Cool.
Cool. I would like to, while he's packing and stuff, pull out the Cormit voodoo doll. Just think a little bit about Cormit. And then, Rango's hammer. Pull it out. Then I think of Saoirse. The hammer, bro. And I just put it back. And I don't know whether I regret my decision or I'm living with it.
Yep.
Oh, I also have the letter from Harpy's mom in my inventory.
Yeah.
So I could pull that one out. Think of Harpy for a little bit.
You've read that, right?
I've read that.
Okay. Cool.
I think it's somewhere on the chat, but
Yeah.
I've read it.
Cool. You think of Harpy as well.
Think of that as well.
Think of
Then
all
I
your
think
friends.
And then I think of Moonshine. That sweet lady. As I pull out the deck of many things.
Ooh.
Twist it. Catch it again. Put it back in my chest. But this is a new adventure with new friends. And I must continue.
Yes, Gengu, a great place to stake your claim. Take what is rightfully yours.
Wando, I'm not taking anything. Nothing belongs to me. I belong to the earth. or this planet, the Fae.
Is it not mutually? Does the Earth not belong to you as well?
Guess if you want to look at it that way.
Oh, I do. You should as well. I will convince you.
Well, Wando, I think that's where we differ.
For now. For now, my dear Gengu.
Well, Orcus might have to strike me down himself to make me think differently.
There's no response. The hammer.
All right. So, lads, where to?
Well, let's get going. I've got a plan on how we can get there pretty quick. But first, I want to go talk to these guys outside. So, yeah. And then I'm going to start buzzing my way outside.
Okay. Cool. You buzz outside. You just approach the first satyr you see.
How many are there out here, roughly?
Like 20 to 30, just kind of lounging around. Dandelion is now just still kind of floating in the water.
Is it all satyrs?
It's satyrs, elves, others, but there's a lot of satyrs, mostly satyrs.
Okay. All right.
There's a few elves.
All right.
And other fake creatures.
I'll approach the most welcoming group of satyrs.
Okay.
And in satyr, and on the approach, I'm gonna say, "Hey guys, or Sylvan, I guess it would be. Welcome to Big Debug."
Immediately Wild Thornberry.
Yeah. Canon. That's what Sylvan sounds like.
Yeah.
So I do go up and go, and what I'm saying is, hey guys, so we're gonna go to the Autumn Queen's court. Is anyone? I can take a few people with us, I think. If any of you guys want to join. Do you know anyone?
I think we're all just gonna hang out here like we normally do. Wait for more people to come around.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You sure none of the buddies out here? Nobody? Don't know
I
anyone?
don't think so. Mm-mm.
All right.
I
Okay.
think we're all chilling.
All right, man. Y'all have a good time. And I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a chill time.
Is the corpse still in the pond?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll buzz off back to the boys.
The water's
Okay.
slightly red.
Yep.
The happy pond is a red pond.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fellas. So check it out. Gingu, I hope you're ready for this. You're gonna meet my new friend. His name's Zabwe. All right. And then out in front of me, I'm gonna go like this. The ring's gonna shimmer, and then a genie.
Hello, I am Zabwe,
No.
the genie.
No, this is in Orin, right? Is that what the language is? Yeah, Orin. So Zabwe, I need
Yes,
you to turn us into the Windwalk.
Oh, the Windwalk. Zabwe will grant your wish.
Windwalkers, we need to go. You go with. We
Granted.
Windwalk.
We Windwalk.
All right, and then he's gonna cast Windwalk on all of us. Which
Gooby will kind of step back from that and say, "No, I can fly myself."
He sucks his legs in.
does your flying speed have 300 feet flying speed?
300 feet? No, but I can get close to it.
Okay, all right.
He was a little slower than everybody else, but you know.
Yeah. All right. You end up to 10 willing creatures. You can assume a gaseous form for the duration, appearing as wisps of the cloud. 300 feet flying speed, resistance to damage from non-magical weapons. The only actions we can take are dash or to revert to our normal form. Reverting takes a minute. And during that time, we're incapacitated. Until the spell ends, a creature can revert to cloud form, which also requires the 1 minute transformation. What does it say? Creature in the cloud form. If a creature in the cloud form and flying when the effect ends, The creature descends 60 feet per round for 1 minute until it lands, which it does safely. Okay. So, gaseous form, or windwalk, I mean.
Cool.
After a minute, right?
Yeah,
Gotta, like-
he's just like,
He constantly just going, I guess the wind walk, wind walk, wind walk, for a whole minute. And it is cast. You guys are in wind walk now. And so you're flying all the way over to the Autumn Queen?
fly.
If
And
there's,
this lasts an hour, you said?
This lasts 8 hours.
8 hours. Okay, yeah.
It
you guys will
can
make
it can last up to 8 hours.
Gotcha. Cool.
those
It would
fast clouds.
take probably like almost all 8 hours to get there.
Okay. Okay.
As everyone's turning into clouds, Gooby is going to wild shape into a what is the name of it? It's a Quaddulus. Giant pterodon.
Gingu has seen one of these.
Have I?
Except, yeah, this is what when Ojutai fell off of the ship fighting the dragon. This is what I got turned into.
Okay. Got a picture.
Yeah, I
Or
sent
at
it.
least it. Okay.
I'll send it
Whatever
again.
picture he gives you, just imagine it becoming verified.
Yeah, I got you.
But seeing this does take you back to that moment with Ojutai falling off the ship.
It does.
Good times.
Everything from this moment forward takes me back to a moment. The crocodiles. The dragons.
crocodiles. Crocodiles
Okay,
with wings.
yeah. I remember this thing. Okay. Yes. Very cool.
Cool. So Gooby and his gummy bear wild shape, and you guys in your all's wind walk begin flying towards the Autumn Queen.
Before we take off, I'm gonna revert form and look towards Zabwe, and I'm gonna go, Zabwe, wait, turn back.
Ah, Zabwe, turn back.
I think you're gonna be gone before we get there.
Oh,
Make food and water.
Zabwe is now a 5-star chef for you.
And then I want him to cast create food and water.
He creates food and water.
All right. I just start piling it all into my bag. All right. Now we go.
I got that from Olive Garden.
Oh, no, not Oliver.
10,000 breadsticks. Just
Yeah. in one big city.
Endless soup, salad, and breadsticks.
All right. And then back to gaseous for windwalk and
All right, if we're flying, that's as much time as I have for today.
Yeah, it's fine. It was a good first session.
Yes, gotta lay some foundation.
Hopefully, I want to introduce Scotty's character. Hopefully, he's here next week. Next time we do this.
yeah.
He'll just be like Autumn Queen's prisoner or something.
We'll see.
surely not. The Autumn Queen, she's cool. Autumn Queen's cool.
Energy prisoners.
All right.
All right.
Sure, whatever you say.
Just cool like Smiley was.
Uh-huh.
No, way
Smiley
cooler.
was not cool.
Smiley really shanked that lion guy.
That was unnecessary.
It was.
All right.
All right, kiss the stream goodbye.
Goodbye, stream.
See ya.
Any night.
That
Yeah.
I mean, that's that through character.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
the only way I'm gonna know.
I told him that if some things happen in one of it, if something happens in one of these phase sessions that is linked, that like once it's happened we can say
Mention it. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely. If it is
Or
a part where the two stories combine.
maybe we don't. Maybe we just let that kind of organically come up
Yeah.
in
we could do
game.
that. Yeah.
I think that would have a better
Either
payoff.
or. I'm fine with either.
It'd have a better
Listen.
payoff.
I'm just afraid of Orcus coming and giving me the smackdown. That might be my fate.
Yeah. But how he
It's all-
I mean, he wouldn't know where you are though, you know.
That's true.
Right.